What's up, everybody? Ron Harris here. Happy Saturday. Prague Pro prejudging is just wrapped up over there in Prague, Czech Republic, and we got our first look at Chris Bumstead as an open bodybuilder, maybe the last look we'll ever see. The website you want to go to get the pay-per-view is EVLS.cz. Then you'll see a little tab that says stream. It is so cheap, $16 US, €14.90 Euro. It's so cheap. Get that. You can see all the full footage. I can only show you little clips here. So without further ado, this is what Chris Bumstead looked like. Bigger and fuller for sure. Was he up 20, 30 pounds like some people thought? No, of course not. It's a fuller version of Chris than we've ever seen before. It's not a dramatic difference. He's definitely bigger. We'll take a look at him next to the other guys. He held his own, really not so much on size and thickness. Most of the men in this show outmassed him, outsized him, if you want to talk height and weight. Several guys who were in like third call out, fourth call out, because there were 20 or 21 guys. I think the amateur guy got into, so 21. He's definitely in the top four. You'll see in the final comparisons, which I'll get to. He held his own. He is in the top four along with Martin, Sean Clarita, and a new guy I've never heard of from Germany named Matthias Holweck. But Chris looked fantastic. Condition, not as crisp and clear as what we have seen on the Olympia stage when he's winning classic physique. But he said that. He told us all ahead of time, not going to bring that full super shredded condition, dry. I want to go up there fuller. It's always been his dream to see what he could look like without that weight cap. And he didn't have time to do a full off season and take himself down physique wise. Let's get back to that again. I'm going to put that up again one more time for banner. Where did I leave that about the, I want to make sure I'm putting this here because I want to promote the show. It is the cheapest pay-per-view I've ever seen. It's $16 US. I mean, the Olympia was $75. Obviously, it's a lot more. That's over days and days, and that's many, probably about 24 hours of footage. But this is a great deal. Go there, check it out. I'm going to put him up again, and we'll see what he looked like. And here are your comments. Chris can win. No, I don't think he's going to win. He's in the top four. He might be as high as second. Very what, Mike Bill. Mike Cox, what's up, Mike? Mandy says hi. What's up, Mandy? Kalyan, thank you so much. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, you were giving me updates on the show, not knowing I was watching the pay-per-view, but it's cool, man. I appreciate the fact that you were trying to keep me updated. So thank you. Thank you, Kalyan, as always. Comedy, size, shape, conditioning, polish has been first two right now. Yeah, I'm thinking top two. I'm really thinking second place. I don't think he's beating Martin. I really don't. Put someone else's head on Chris who says this guy's way too small for open. No, I wouldn't say that. Muscle Machine. The physique is what it is. He's got beautiful symmetry, shape. He does have a good amount of size. It's not as massive as a lot of these guys. Open's looking ugly. Is that a good thing or a bad guy? Nigel Christian Lomax, a little shocked had Christian not winning one back shot. No, I don't give him any of the back shots either. Side shot I gave him. Martin, I think, was a little too full, a little too close. I don't think it's close. I think Martin's got this handily. I don't think it's close at all, by the way. He looked great. Yeah. Drinking the Kool-Aid. Loved his look. Is it almost over? Let me check on the stream. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I just looked at it. I have it up on another screen. Barry DeMay. Yeah, Chris Bumstead is actually a little bigger than Barry DeMay ever was. Barry was 6 foot, competed around 230. I don't think he was ever heavier than that. And Bumstead was 241 on the Olympia stage as a classic guy. And today I'm guessing he's about 250, 251. His legs could come up a bit. You're talking about Bumstead? I mean, he wasn't training for open bodybuilding. If he took a full off season and came back, he'd be much bigger than this. No doubt in my mind. Shocked how good Chris looked. I want to show you guys before I get to my stuff that I grabbed. Boss of Outlaw is breaking all the rules and live streaming because he doesn't give a fuck. He's Boss of Outlaw. I ain't mad at him because I'm using his footage. Yeah, I'm going to show you real quick, guys, before I get to your comments. So this is Boss of Outlaws Instagram, and he's got a good clip here from the final. This is from the final call out. They moved the guys around multiple times. Martin always stayed in the middle, but they moved Chris next to him at one point, as you can see. This is only a couple poses, but yeah, Martin just destroys him on sheer mass. He's so much bigger than Chris. There's no doubt. Chris is conditioned pretty damn good. Like I said, we're used to seeing him super, super sharp and dry. So when he's a little bit off that, we're going to say he's off. Like Kalyan say he looks off. Well, yeah, compared to what we usually see from him, he's off. He's off. But he's not off by much. It's like when Dexter was 2% off, we'd say, oh, Dexter's off. He's not off. He was just off for Dexter. I know this is about Bumstead, but I'm going to throw this up right now. This is from Boss of Outlaws Instagram, so I'm not taking it from the pay-per-view. There's Martin. Martin's got this all day, guys. I don't see it as close. I'm pretty confident when it's all said and done, which is until tomorrow, he'll have a perfect score in his win. I don't think anyone else is really pushing him too hard. Clarita looks really good. Bumstead looks really good. And this new guy, I'll show you in a couple minutes, Matthias Holweck from Germany. He looks very good as well. But Martin's, come on, this guy was just 4th place in the world at the Olympia behind Samson Dauda, Hadi Chupon, and Derek Lunsford. And I know I've said this so many times, but I could have had him ahead of Derek without a problem. He's that good. So, I mean, would we have Chris Bumstead the way he looks today, 3rd in the Olympia? No, there's no way. So I know we're comparing totally different things here, but Fitzwater has this. He has it all set. He's all set. Yeah. Get out of that. Okay. Back to you guys. Okay. Stop screen. People like classic look why you push people looking like Ballon. Well, classic is its own division. If you love the classic look, you have an amazing division to follow with incredible athletes, and you don't have to look at open. All these divisions have their own fans, and they all have people who don't give a rat's ass about them. So if you don't care about a certain division, you don't have to watch it. You can go to the bathroom or eat during that when that's on. 4th or 2nd, he's clearly winning top 2. Call out him and Martin. He's clearly ahead of Martin. Well, they never did a 2-man call out. I'll show you the last call out in a second. He's clearly ahead of Martin, even Fawad Crusade's ahead. I do not have Chris Bumstead ahead of Martin. I don't know what you guys think. He's about to win the show. Did lose his crisp look as evident when crunches abdomen. Martin is legit. Kalyan says, I'm actually impressed with Sean Clarita. He did improve from Olympia. Yeah, I'll show you that in a second. Mike says, Chris looked good next to Martin. Martin is dense. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Chris Bumstead fan, guys. I love Chris's physique. Do I think he's beating Martin? Nope. So let's look at the call out. This was the final call out. This is the time. They shuffled the guys around 4 times. So here are the call outs where Bumstead was directly next to Martin. Martin wins the front double. Much denser. I might give Chris this one. I might give Chris the front lat spread. Let's see, side chest. I give it to Martin. I'm sorry. He's so much thicker and denser. Back shot. Okay. Next one. Okay. Here we are. Back shot is Martin all day. Clarita even beats Chris. And this guy, Chris takes 4th out of these guys in as far as the back shots. It's just shallow. He doesn't have a lot of back thickness. Martin's back is thicker. Sean's. Yeah, Martin gets him from there. I mean, I'm not saying Chris is obviously, he belongs up there. He belongs in the top 4. Let's look at the last thing I got there. Going to an ab and thigh. Martin killing that shot. Chris hitting the vacuum. No vacuums. There's no vacuums in open bodybuilding, guys. No. And the final shot, the most muscular. Bumstead has never in his life had the opportunity to hit a crab most muscular on stage as part of a man. It's not a mandatory pose. So he looked good there. He looked good. Do I think he's anywhere near the mass of the other guys? Not really. Stage weight, I do not know. I'm sure that'll come out. He'll post it later, or Hani. I bet he'll post it later. I don't know. Martin looks a bit too full. It's thrown off his midsection. Lines aren't deep. I think C-Bum might take it. Oh, you guys going to talk me into getting drinking the Kool-Aid and thinking that Chris could win? Stranger things have happened. Don't get me wrong. Stranger things have happened in bodybuilding. Martin looking washed out. Let's go there again. Let's take a look. Actually, let's go back to the Instagram. Because the Instagram was the Instagram had a good close-up of the two. Yeah, let me just expand that and show it to you guys. So this is from Boss of Outlaws Instagram. He, of course, is Martin Fitzwater's coach. But let's take a look. So this is a zoom in on, yeah, I mean, Martin doesn't have a thick waist compared to Bumstead. It looks thick. Chris has a very narrow waist, but look at that. Look at the difference in the mass and the density. I do agree. Martin's condition is pretty damn good. I don't know if it's the lighting. Obviously, this is just taken from Boss of Outlaw's phone. I don't think he's quite as sharp as he was at the Olympia. Repone. Oh, this is from another website. It's going to be only those two shots. Rep 1. So Rep 1 has got some more footage. This is from Rep 1, a German website. They're going to show what we just saw. We just saw all this. But this is Bumstead. Looking pretty damn great. I love that front lat. The front lat, that's definitely thicker and denser, more full. Fullness is what I meant to say. A fuller Bumstead by about 10%. He didn't have time to grow. He only had 5 weeks between shows. So he basically held his condition. What's the matter, Branch? Held his condition and got a little bit fuller. Condition isn't much off. It's a tiny, tiny bit off what it was the Olympia, but sacrificed, 5% of that crisp look, the dry look, for somewhere between 10 and 20% conditioning. I think that was a fair trade-off. I think it made sense to me. Let's go back. What else I got on Rep 1? What else you got for me there, Rep 1? Oh, I got to expand it with my fingers. Presti didn't do too well. Looking at Martin again. Yeah, Martin looks pretty damn great, guys. I would be shocked if Martin doesn't win this. I'm not saying he doesn't look. Chris doesn't look amazing, and he probably could legitimately, arguably, win a couple shots against Martin. But overall, I think Martin just has him here. I think he's got him. He's got him. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry I don't have a stage weight for Chris. We're not going to get that information for a while. Let's see. Callout says Chris has got a bigger frame to fill compared to his fellow competitors. Yeah. I mean, no, if you look at, there are some guys in the show that are his height or even taller. I think there's some guys over 6 foot in the show that have done a pretty damn good job of filling their frames out. They weren't in that first call out, so you're really not. I didn't record all those guys, so you're not going to get to see them. But yeah, he could hold a lot more muscle on his frame, whereas someone like Martin is close to being maxed out. Clarita is close to being maxed out for how much muscle they can put on their frame. Chris has always kept his weight down intentionally because he had that weight cap to keep in mind for classic physique that he couldn't go beyond. So he would need a nice off season, a good 4, 5, 6 months at least. I'd want to give him 6 months. Eat, train heavy, sleep, grow. I'm sure he could put on at least 10 pounds, if not 15 pounds of lean muscle tissue. And then he would look like a different guy when he prepped and dieted down again, for sure. Benji says it's close, could go either way. We've seen Martin better, and this might be C-Bum's best. C-Bum's best in terms of condition? No. Best combination of fullness and condition for Bumstead? Yes. This is the best overall Bumstead I think we've seen, because we've never seen him. We've seen him in better condition, but he was flat. We do see a fuller Chris Bumstead here. Let's look at that again. So this was, no, it's Martin, sorry. Here we go. So here's Bumstead again. I'm going to go back to, did I erase all that stuff? No. Bumstead. I don't have a side-by-side. So let's look at Bumstead from the Olympia. This was 5 weeks ago. And then we'll go to Bumstead today after that. But this is how he looked 5 weeks ago. Let's look at the condition, because I don't believe he is as sharp today, but he is significantly fuller. Yeah, you can see the lines are a little crisper and cleaner. You can see that, guys. Let's look at that. Yeah, see, I hate to obsess on a man's butt, but his glutes were in. They were more striated. You could see that. It's pretty clear. He was in better condition, guys. But look at how much smaller he was. I'm sure he's up at least 10 pounds. So if this was 240, give or take a pound, we're seeing 250, give or take a pound, right now in Prague, or very, very recently, I should say, in Prague. So, okay, this was the Olympia 5 weeks ago. And now let's take a look at today. This was about an hour ago. Biggest Bumstead we've ever seen. We've never seen him on stage this heavy. Even when he turned pro as a bodybuilder many years ago, it was like 2016. I think he turned pro, or 2015 at the North American. He was only about 230 at that point, if that. No, you know what? He was the heavy. Was he? Or was he the super heavy? So he's probably about 230. He lost to Justin. Was Justin a super heavy or heavy? I wish I could remember. I think Justin Rodriguez must have been a super heavy, and Chris must have been a heavy. I can't imagine Justin was that light, but who knows? I've been wrong many times before. This wouldn't be the first time. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. I think he looks pretty damn great. Does he look better than Fitzwater? Nah. I'm not. I wouldn't say that. Would not say that. Interesting. But I'm glad we got to see this. I do think this is probably the last time we're going to see Chris Bumstead ever compete. I don't think he's competing anymore after this. I think this was, let's see, Chris got a bigger frame. Okay, Joseph Arablo. C-Bum isn't winning, but he pretty much solidified second, which is damn impressive for a guy. 6'2", 245, 250. Yeah, he's like 6'1.5", but as far as I'm concerned from down here, it's all the same. Shows how much conditioning structure can matter, yeah. Martin Tan washing away. Yeah, I've seen better color on Martin. C-Bum destroyed Martin. Well, destroyed would mean it wasn't even close. And I don't think he's beating Martin. So for you to say that he destroyed Martin, you're drinking too much Kool-Aid. Shekolkem Uka. Too much of the C-Bum Kool-Aid. C-Bum looking classy poser. Give Bumstead to the Camel Crew. He ain't going to the Camel Crew, Mike. We know this. Martin do Pittsburgh and New York? I don't know what Martin will do. Word was, I don't know where you got that word from. C-Bum was 248. Where'd you hear that? Mandy said she likes C-Bum. Well, most female human beings do like C-Bum. Do like Chris Bum. Hope C-Bum wins. I don't care how fair it is. They're not going to give it to him. They're not going to give him it to the win if he doesn't deserve it. More open shows for Clarita. Why not? He's up there. He's probably in third. He's probably third place. Maybe it's the light, but Martin front legs doesn't look like C-Bum legs with better cuts. At least that's what I say. Let's see. I did tape him. I did tape Martin. I gotta get rid of that banner. Start over again. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't think Martin is 100% today. He's off by a little bit. He was sharp at the Olympia. He still looks pretty damn good. And, Chris isn't as sharp as he was at the Olympia either, but Martin's got so much more mass. He's killing him from the back. Overall mass. This is bodybuilding, guys. It's not judged the same. Mass does count more in open bodybuilding than it does in classic physique. So I don't think Martin has anything to worry about. I think he's got this. Yeah. Where did I leave? Let's see. More open shows for Clarita. Maybe it's the light. Daniel Glean today. I don't know who you're talking about. If it's me, thank you. But I don't know who you're talking about. Presti was in the third call out. Nothing went wrong. And I was listening, and Giles was as stupefied as I was because Presti looked damn good. I don't know how he was in the third call out. I could see him being as low as like 6, 7, 8. I don't know how he's much lower than that, but he's clearly not even in the top 10. Don't know why. C-Bum with this size and O condition will be deadly, but this is a good look to go out with. I'd like to see more size on him. If he was going to go to the Olympia, I'd like to see more size than this for sure. For sure. Presti was actually the fourth call out. His back is holding water. He's having trouble controlling his midsection. Yeah, thanks, Martin. Martin. Nigel Christian Lomax, thank you. But I mean, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad to deserve fourth call out. In my humble opinion, he wasn't that bad. I don't know why they were putting him so low. Maybe these European judges, they're punishing him for looking a lot worse than he usually looks. I don't think he was that bad. I mean, he was second place to Samson Dauda in France a couple months ago. Chris looks insane watching from South Africa. Bulewa Magunjana. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Martin is sharp. Yeah, Mike, I think it's enough to win still. You know, I mean, like Samson in France wasn't 100%. Even at the Olympia, wasn't 100%. It was enough to win. Chris is bigger and better in the open. His legs look huge. Yeah. I guess Stefan's email inbox is full. Yeah, everybody wants to work with Boss of Outlaw, but he can only work with so many people, guys. He can only coach so many guys before he's unable to give them all proper attention. You know, he can't work with 30, 40 open guys and treat them all equally. Like, there's only so many hours in a day, and he's got to sleep a couple hours a day. Imagine he did the Arnold and came back after 5 years. You're talking about Chris, I'm assuming. Yeah, he might come back years from now. You know, he's saying he's retired for good now, and I don't think we're going to see him next year, but I could see maybe years down the line, especially he's got it's a daughter, right? He's got a baby girl. As his child is a little older, and, you know, he's going to keep training. He'll probably put on some new muscle tissue, even though I doubt he's going to be on anything but TRT. I don't see Chris Bumstead being on heavy gear cycles when he's not competing. He's not a dope. But yeah, he needs time. He caused a lot of damage in the 2025. If he took an off season, I think he would need a full year off season to put on the kind of size he's capable of. He's got a big frame. He would look significantly better with just, you know, one off season of a few months. But give him like a full year or give him a couple off seasons, then I think we'd see how much muscle mass he is truly capable of holding on that frame. Bumstead has a little better flow. I think C-Bum wins. Yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't fall off my chair. I wouldn't have a heart attack. I wouldn't scream if Chris wins, but I give him like that pose. I give Chris a couple poses. Overall, I give it to Martin. I just, as a bodybuilding purist, I'm a huge open bodybuilding fan because I come from that old school where all we had was bodybuilding. And there's a reason Barry DeMay never beat Lee Haney. He had very nice shape, beautiful symmetry and proportions, but Lee Haney was bigger man. Barry DeMay, who was very, very close physique-wise to Bumstead, there's a lot of similarities. He did place his highest third at the 1988 Mr. Olympia. Typically, he was more like a fifth, sixth place kind of guy. Let's leave out one more last call. Look at the back shots. Give us a Chris Bum front lat spread again. Oh. I'll go back to Chris by himself in a second. Clarita looks way better than he did at the Olympia. Yeah, his upper body got everything back, and his legs got about half of what they lost. C-Bum is losing, says that guy 6. C-Bum is the dad. Okay. I think Martin put him up again. I'm going to put him up again. Martin prejudging Bumstead. Okay. So one last look. I have C-Bum win easily. If he wins, it's not going to be easy. Matthias Holwick, number 3rd. Yeah, he looks damn good, this Matthias guy. Clarita is beating C-Bum. I don't think that's going to happen. C-Bum wins, whatever the placing. Yeah. He doesn't need to win, guys. If he takes 2nd, 3rd, even 4th, it's a huge victory for a guy to go from classic physique 5 weeks ago to open bodybuilding today. We've seen 212 guys like Clarita successfully go right into open. We've never seen a classic guy go immediately into open with 5 weeks and still do very well. And he's doing it. Bumstead has a better back? No. He has a better front lat spread. From the back, you could see his back development is something he needs to really work on. I think Bumstead pulls it out when there's more detail the other size. No, I mean, Bumstead's back needs a lot of work, guys. I thought you knew your stuff giving Martin the front lat. No, I said I gave Chris the front lat, Barry. I gave Chris the front lat. Rewind when this is done. I did not. I give the front lat to Chris. I give the back shots to Martin. The only shots I'm definitely giving Chris over Martin would be, let's go back. First call out. This is the first call out. This is way back. There's a lot of guys here. Side. I don't know if I give Chris any other shots, guys. I don't know. He's got a beautiful front double. I don't know. I might give him the front double because Martin's looking pretty washed out in that shot right now. I don't know. It's hard to say, guys. It's hard to say. Covering the Hani retirement story in a video. I did it yesterday. Very cool, Alan. Yeah, I did a live video yesterday. Yesterday about it called Hani Rambod Quits Coaching. So it's on this channel if you click on live. Martin looked more beautiful as the other open guys. Okay. Everyone helped the algorithm. Hit thumbs up button. Thank you, Warhammer. Appreciate that. Because I got to go. I'm hungry, man. I only wanted to do this for like a half hour. Clarita is the most impressive pound for pound muscle and conditioning. No. He looks awesome, guys. I'm just saying, when you say he's the most impressive, that means you have him winning. He looks great. Do I have Clarita winning? No, I do not. I'm sorry. Sorry that I don't agree with you. The Goot Father. Is that Martin in your avatar or is that you? That's Martin with much smaller quads, so I guess that's you. I mean, not many people have quads like I'm going to leave him up while I take some more comments. C-Bum definitely looks a winner so far. Martin needs to prove tomorrow solid third. I'm shocked Presti wasn't top call out. Yeah, George, for him to be fourth call out, yikes. Did I see Cormier will train Crezo? No, I didn't see that. By the way, your thoughts on Mike Tyson versus? I haven't watched it. I stayed up till like 11:30 last night, my time. That was 3.5 hours into the start time of the thing. They hadn't started, but nobody liked it. A couple off seasons for Chris, yeah. Maytino want to be Mr. Olympia at 26. You're not getting it that soon, Jinwoo. That's too soon. You're going to need a few more years than that. If you want to be Mr. Olympia, it's going to take a while. Clarita's look is much better than the O, absolutely. Martin does not have the front back shots. That's for sure. The front back shots. The right combination of gear. See, only in 6 months. Barry DeMay was a different time, not today. Oh, yeah, absolutely. All those guys would look different today, the guys from the 80s. How cool would it be if Bumstead posted a Maze song? Yeah, he's not going to do that. He won't do that. Cycle just got back from a 30-miler. Chris looks good. No idea. Clarita looks superb. Chris puts 100% open class with his potential. I don't know if he could be Mr. Olympia. He would definitely be a top 5 Mr. Olympia guy, maybe top 3. He needs another 20 pounds of muscle to go from where he is now to there. The way he looks now, he wouldn't be top 10 to Mr. Olympia. Who was the 4th place guy? I didn't tape him, but that is a guy from Austria named, Germany, Matthias Holweck. C-Bum is winning in life, 100%. 100% he is winning in life. This fucking banner in front of the imager. This banner is your comments. Martin is where he belongs, 1st place. Chris needs just some more work. Yeah, I agree. For my country, Germany, they're many good athletes. 100%. Always, Germany has always put out a lot of great bodybuilders. It's Chris, no inflation, just pure muscle. Appreciate you doing this. Woo! It's late in Thailand, Mark, but you got legal gear, you got great beaches, if you're into Asian women, you got plenty of Asian women over there that are, yeah. Monica Delgado. Chris looks great. His physique is very aesthetic as always. His great structure, beautiful physique, but to be competing in the open, my opinion is he lacks for muscle mass. Yeah, I agree. Do you think C-Bum's leg have improved? So he hasn't built any more muscle in 5 weeks, guys. He didn't build any new muscle. He's fuller. So the muscle he has, he lost a little bit of muscle for the Olympia to make weight. He's put it back now. So we're not seeing new muscle on Chris Bumstead. We're seeing muscle that he already had and he's added a little bit more. Sorry, I got to leave this up because these are your comments. So I'm sorry it's covering part of Chris Bumstead. Mart was off apparently, so let's clean up Zach for tomorrow. Yeah, he's got a hold. He can fix this for tomorrow. With Honey's return 82. What? Thanks for the coverage. I want to see how C-Bum. This is for those who don't know you, Carrie Strange Garland is Derek Lunsford's mother-in-law. No, sorry, stepmother. Is that right? Yes. Wait, mother-in-law? Stepmother-in-law. God, I'm confused. Yeah, it's not his mother. That's what's her name? Anyway, Carrie's married to Scott Lunsford, Derek Lunsford, dad. So stepmother, mother-in-law, stepmother. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for the coverage. I want to see my mind. Thank you. As for the fight, women's fight was absolutely amazing. I'm watching the women's fight later. Paul Bartlett clears a lot taller than I expected. No, he's not. He's 5'2" on a very good day. Prediction on John Jones, I have no prediction on that fight. See Chris winning the show. Martin and Sean are looking brutal, not with the aesthetics for Chris. Let's see what the judges want. Yeah. I wonder if C-Bum's new baby came out with the classic Tash. What's Tash mean? Stash? Mustache? No, I don't know. I hope it wasn't born with a mustache. C-Bum needs a lot more thickness to compete. Watching you live, Ron, you're killing it at 22-4 in South Africa. Ooh! Is that 11 o'clock at night? Yeah, I think so. C-Bum is complete. The others all lack something. I'll put that up again as we're talking. I'm engaged. Oh, you're engaged. You guys aren't even married yet? What's taking so long? Engaged to Derek's dad, Scott. Javona Miller is Derek's mom. I couldn't think of her name. I know Javona is his biological mother, his mom. And you're engaged to Derek's dad, so you will be his stepmother? Oh, God, I don't know how that works. Kalyan, with Connie's unexpected retirement, Chad's return to the scene. I guess Chad's got one last run before he retires for good. I don't know if Chad's interested in coaching too many more open bodybuilders. He's had a hell of a career. He's been doing it for about 35 years coaching. I think he's focusing on his family now. He still works with some athletes, but I don't know. I don't think Chad's that interested in being like an open guy, an open coach. So, guys, I want to say one more time to get this, if you want the live stream, because the finals are tomorrow, EVLS.cz. It is super cheap. It's only $16 US. Super, super cheap. Get that. Some more comments. Luke Linger. What? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. 18 years together. Wow, you're forever engaged. Okay, so if you're engaged for 18 years, this is 2024. You don't have to get married anymore. That's the old world. So, but congratulations, 18 years is married or not. That's a long time to be with somebody. So congrats to you guys. My daughter's getting married to John Jabroni. Jabroni is a fake thing. I know that. Anyways, I'm going to go eat. I'll be back tomorrow with some coverage of the finals. Giles Tiger Thomas is over there with AJ Kelly Robert doing the pay-per-view. Also Lauren Lauder, Giles's girl. They're doing the pay-per-view. I'm very, very jealous. I wish I was over there in Prague right now. But I'm here. I'm here with you guys virtually. We're having a great time. So appreciate all you guys watching this great show. What? He's currently working on a platform to educate and share his umbrella knowledge. Yeah, I think he's going to come out with an app for coaches maybe, or at least a training certification. Watching from Malawi. I don't even know where that is. Malawi. Pemfo Chinkonde. I don't even know what part of the world Malawi is. I'm going to guess. Sounds like it's Africa or somewhere near India. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty bad with geography. Anyway, yeah. All right, guys. That is it. Appreciate you all watching. And I will be back tomorrow with some coverage of the finals that's happening. Go to this website for the pay-per-view. It is super cheap. The stream looks awesome. And you have Giles doing commentary, AJ, Lauren. It's killer. So get that. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.